Hello my lovelies, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Today's class is a Vinyasa Flow to help you improve your leg flexibility. And we're going to be focusing on all aspects of the legs. So the hips, glutes, quads, and the hamstrings. Go and grab your mat and we will get started. We're going to start at the end of the mat, just in a thunderbolt pose, if that's comfortable. If not, sitting however you prefer. We're going to interlace the fingers together and just allow the backs of the hands to rest onto the tops of the thighs. Closing into the eyes and drawing in one long inhale, letting it lengthen the spine. And keeping that length through the spine as you exhale out, releasing any tension from the body. And just stay here for a moment, bringing all of your awareness to your breath. Switching off that external, whatever might be going on off your mat. Leaving it off the mat and allowing this space for you to be completely present and aware with the body and the mind both in a state of peace. So set an intention for this practice to just guide your mind back to the body and to the breath every time that it wanders. And follow 3 more deep breaths in and out. And slowly from here, we're going to roll up into our first little leg yoga pose. Ragdoll, so toes tuck underneath. Exhale as you fall forward, and you can completely let your arms hang loose, relaxing into the upper body, or find your elbows. And if you're feeling very stiff here and quite far away from the floor, bring a deeper bend into the knees. Maybe start to bring a little bit of movement in. Just completely letting go here. And either hands come to the shins or fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway straighten out the spine, open the chest. Walking out into our high plank. Pausing in that high plank. Exhaling as we lift the hips up, press down through the heels, downward facing dog. Walking your dog out. Little bends into the knees, let the hips move from side to side. See if you can find some more length in the hamstrings. And finding stillness in your down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Pointing the right toes, pressing down for your left heel. Let the right toes come down and rest on the back of that left heel. See if you can deepen that stretch slightly. And slowly switching sides, inhale, left leg lifts, point the toes. Press down through the right heel. Left toes, back of the right heel, see if you can deepen that stretch. And back into downward facing dog. Send the gaze towards the hands, right foot steps forward. Lower down to the left knee. Press the palms together, inhale, lift up and out of the hip crease. Gazing up towards the thumbs. Finding a stretch through the front of your left hip. And Exhale, hands down, back knee lifts, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Keep that length through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, either arms all the way up and round or palms together, standing. Gazing up towards the thumbs. Big exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Bending into the knees, step back with the right foot. Left foot. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done, we're switching sides and the gaze to the hands, left foot forward. Lower down the right knee, palms together, inhale. Gazing up to the thumbs. Exhale, hands down, back knee lifts. Stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms together, standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Stepping back with the left foot. And then the right foot. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Big exhale, down dog. Pausing in our down dog. And then sending the gaze to the hands, either step or float the feet top of the mat, landing lightly. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms together, standing. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Bending into the knees, step back with the left toes, but keep them tucked underneath. On an inhale, slowly drop the hips down and lift into the chest. Just make sure that knee is still over your ankle, so you might have to wiggle that front foot a little further forward. Chest lifts. Just hold here, finding that deep stretch into the hips. Exhale, slowly start to extend. Extending into your right leg. Don't worry if it's not completely straight and you can take your hands onto blocks. If you feel quite comfortable here, inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest. And exhale, see if you can fold over that right leg. Slowly bending back into the right knee. Draw the right leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the gaze to the hands, step or float top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing, draw the energy up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Bending into the knees, step back with the right foot. And then slowly dropping the hips down, but keeping that back knee lifted. Make sure your left ankle is underneath the left knee. And slowly drop the hips down as you lift the chest on an inhale. Exhale, extending that left leg. If you can here, chest opens on an inhale, and exhale, we fold. Keep the hips nice and square, so that right hip is pulling down as the left hip draws back. Well done, this is a hard one. Slowly bending into that left knee, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. And exhale, stack and open the hips, dropping your right heel to your left glute. Nice deep breaths here. And slow and with control, plant that right foot to the outside of the right hand. And lower all the way down to the left knee. So we are in our lizard pose. We're going to take a few breaths here. You might want to bring a bit of movement in and gently rock from side to side, which I love doing. You can let that right knee drop away if it wishes. And as always, you can make it down a little further if you can to your forearms. Let's pause here for a few breaths. So here we have our option to find our quad stretch. So you might be able to do this on the forearms, or you can do it on the hands. Drawing your left heel in, see if you can catch it with the right hand. And the hips will want to draw back, but we gently relax forward on our exhale. Something really nice to do here is just to keep that right shoulder drawing back and spin open the chest. Or you draw your right shoulder to the top of your right knee. And it's going to give you that deeper quad stretch. Again, we're going to stay here just for a few breaths, which is where our flexibility starts to improve when we hold for a little bit longer. Be mindful of the back knee as you gently let go. Both hands come back down, back knee lifts. We're going to step back to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Switching sides, inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, stack and open the hips. Left heel, right glute. Again, we stay here just for a few rounds of the breath. Slow and with control, left foot outside of the left hand. And we lower all the way down to our lizard. So see if you can bring in that gentle movement from side to side if that feels good. Working your way down or staying up on the hands. Left knee can fall away. If you are feeling that quad stretch today, we're drawing in that right heel and we're reaching back with our left hand. Either stay with that chest spinning open towards the ceiling, or you draw the left shoulder to the top of that left knee, relaxing as much as you can into your hips on your exhale. Gently let go of that right foot. Hands come to the inside of the left foot. Back knee lifts, we step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to work a little bit deeper into the hamstrings now, so send the gaze to the hands. Left heel turns in, right foot steps forward. Palms together, inhale, draw up to warrior one. Gazing up to the thumbs. Hands coming down to the heart center. We're going to straighten out the front leg and fold into our pyramid pose. So we want our hips to stay nice and square, but you can step. And I always like to do this, just step a little closer in with the back foot. Finding a bind around the back. You can either find reverse prayer, palms of the hands together, little fingers between the shoulder blades. Chest opens, or if this is a little bit too intense, hold the wrists or hold the forearms. Alternatively, you just bring your hands down to blocks or to the mat. Inhale, straighten out the spine, lift the chest. Big exhale, keep the hips square as you fold over your right leg, with or without a bend into the knee. You don't want the knee to be locked out completely, we want that micro bend there. But if you find this challenging, you can bend a little more into the knee. Well done, we're completely relaxing into the upper body. You bring those hands down if you need them for balance or support. Otherwise, we relax. Let the upper body be as heavy as it can be. Gravity is doing all of the work for us. One more big breath here. And then gently bring the hands down around the right foot. Step back with the left foot. Step back with the right foot into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We switch sides, gaze to the hands. Right heel turns in, left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Gazing to the thumbs. Start to think about that bind around the back, whether you want to find your reverse prayer or just hold the wrists or the forearms. Back foot steps in a little closer if you prefer. Straightening out. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, chest opens. Big exhale, forward fold. Again, you bring those hands down if you need to for balance. Otherwise, keep letting go into the exhale. Breathe into that discomfort as long as there is no pain. One more big breath here. And then gently bring the hands down, bending into the front knee. Right leg steps back, left leg steps back, high plank. Last time, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. This time we drop the knees down, open them out to the side, around all the way back to the heels. Straightening out the arms and just take some nice deep abdominal breaths in your child's pose. Slowly drawing up on your inhale, walk the hands in. We're going to bring the legs around and just come to a seated position. We're going to finish with our glute stretch. So for our glute stretch, we're going to do our fire log pose. So this one can be a little bit challenging. So your option to modify is just to cross the legs, fall forward, and then cross them in the opposite direction. So to start off with, leaving that left shin parallel to the mat, and then taking your right ankle and stacking it on top of the left knee. Make sure it's the ankle and not just the edge of the foot. If you have a big gap here, we're aiming to bring that right knee on top of the left ankle. So if you have a big gap, you can bring a block or a cushion underneath. We want to create that diamond shape between the legs. So both the shins are parallel, one on top of the other. So from here, if this is enough, maybe you just lean with the forearms gently pressing. Or you draw in an inhale, straighten out the spine. And as you exhale, slowly folding forward over the legs. And this should give you a really deep stretch into your right glute. Depending on where you're tight, it could be the hips, it might be the lower back. Just breathe into any tightness, find complete acceptance for wherever your body is. If you're modifying, just staying in your cross-leg position and folding forwards. Let's take some nice big deep breaths here, breathing into that glute. I'm going to throw in a little challenge here, as always. If you want to take a twist here, and this is something that will actually deepen that stretch into the glute, our right tricep comes to the sole of the right foot. I have to think then. Hands to the heart center. I find this one challenging. You gently press into the foot and you open the chest out towards the side, drawing the heart center towards the thumbs. Wherever you are, we're going to find one final deep breath. And slowly unraveling back to center. Give the legs a shake out. If your legs were crossed, you're going to cross them opposite direction and just take that fold forward. Otherwise, right shin comes parallel to the edge of the mat. Left ankle, top of the right knee. My brain works so hard to get my left and rights right. Left knee, top of the right ankle. And again, we draw in that inhale. Use those forearms to press down gently if you prefer, or exhale, we take that fold forwards. Noticing whether the stretch has changed in this pose. We should hopefully be feeling it into that left glute, but everybody's body is different. Everybody holds tension in different areas, so it could be the lower back again, it could be the hips. Whatever it is, find acceptance and just breathe into those places, letting your body soften on the breath. And of course we can do this twist on our left side. So left tricep comes to rest into the sole of the left foot. Palms together. Press gently into the foot as you twist the chest to the side. Gazing up over the shoulder. One last breath wherever you are. And slowly unravel, coming back to center. Gently cross your legs together. Let the hands rest onto the tops of the knees. Just drawing in a big inhale. And letting out a big exhale. Gently bring the palms to the heart center. Take a moment to close your practice with gratitude today. So listing in your mind 3 things that you feel grateful for. And send that gratitude to yourself for taking this time out of your day, devoting it to both the mind and the body, and the legs especially. Bow the head to the heart. Namaste.